Good morning, guys. Time for another vlog today. Just woke up. It's like, I was up at 6 because Luke was up at 6. And that's so much fun. I know these other vloggers go to sleep and good morning. I get a cup of coffee and I cuddle in bed. Never. That'll never happen. That's okay though, I like my life. So, on the agenda for today, we're gonna have fun and exciting trip to Walmart to pick up our grocery order. And Lucas' dad's gonna FaceTime him today. Wow, and today his own family. So funny because yes, we just moved here, but my mom's sister also just moved here, and my dad's sister and his daughter, who's my cousin, who I used to live with when I lived here in 2015. She lives here with her 4 kids and 2 foster kids, so there are 6 kids and like 1,000 pets. So we have like a lot of family here, probably more than I'm ever used to being this close to. And then my aunt's swinging by this weekend from somewhere because they're always traveling. So let's begin this day with a good start. Can you say good morning?
Good morning.
Say good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mom,
I got the dogs.
it's good. No. Get it.
Okay. Okay. So the big thing everyone's asking about is a house tour, and that is something I want to be able to post for you guys soon. So maybe today I'll try to clean. Vic, you choking your own spit? Maya, come here. This is my life. Maybe I will. Hi, Winston. This is Winston. Winston, Maya. Look. Maya. Maya, go. So that will be the next thing on my agenda is the house, and I really want it to look pretty. So yeah. For those of you who don't know, this house is my parents bought it for their retirement. It's not my house, but me and my son have been living with my parents since I left his dad. Yeah, this will be careful, Luca. Luxe Unfiltered. This is the self tanning cream, and it is so good and super simple to use. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. So, okay, come here.
I have that part.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey. Oh.
No.
Do not throw that. Do not throw that.
Okay, well, mommy.
No. Luca.
Oh, Mama.
So I'm sitting here trying to think about this wall. Luca needs to poop. Hold on. Okay, so for breakfast I have some avocado toast and everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's, and then I have some watermelon because I'm obsessed with watermelon. I love watermelon so much. And then the Tajin, I'm not sure how to say it, shocker, this seasoning, which I literally cannot eat watermelon now without, or really anything. So let's dive in. Can you say hello? Can you say hello? Dad,
What?
can you say hello?
To who?
The world.
Who are you talking to?
Nobody.
Oh, your glove.
Mommy.
Hello, nobody. Hello, everybody.
Luca, I'd show you Luca, but he has no pants on.
You just have to remember, okay, that the least we can do for Mom is when she gets up. She gets out for lunch and the kitchen relatively clean.
Luca's husband.
She deserves that.
Anyways, this is a really bumpy road, but I am headed to Target. I ordered the CeraVe salicylic acid, their cream. I was gonna do the lotion, then I decided to do the cream because it's actually a lot cheaper than Safeway, which I just lived down the road from, and I saw it was like 25 bucks at Safeway, and at Target it was like 16, 17. So I was like, okay, let's do it. So I am headed there now. I do not live far from Target, which is super awesome. This is like bizarre for me. I mean, I hop in the car, I'm here within 8 to 10 minutes, which to me is really close from what I'm used to and what I was raised with. So about to pull up here. It's gonna be a drive-up pickup. I try to do that as much as possible. And this is also a super Target. I don't know if where you live they have super Targets, but they have super Targets here. And I remember when I went to college here, I went here to get like all my bedding for my first day. Because if you didn't know, it's such a funny little thing because I broke up with my boyfriend at the time, and it was really, really bad breakup. Anybody who knows me knows how bad it was. Not my best moment. Neither of our best moments. And so basically I was like, I need to get out of the state. I need to leave. And my dad was like, all for it. He's like, whatever I can do. And so I went and visited my cousin who lives here with her kids. I stayed with her, viewed ASU and Grand Canyon University. Went with Grand Canyon University, one, because I just think it was like, it made more sense for what I was wanting to do. And the campus is beautiful. So yeah, like within 3 weeks, I had decided to leave the state, move to Arizona, and enrolled in GCU. And I barely made it because my GPA sucked because I was going through a horrible breakup and I didn't give a shit. And yeah, but long story short, that person the person I went through a horrible breakup with is actually Luca's dad. So there's just a lot of when I moved home, this is not for all the kids here, it's not bad, but so my sister got married, so I lived in GCU I went to GCU for a year, got a job there, loved it there, came home in June of 2015, I guess. No, 2016, because my sister was getting married, and she's my baby sister. She's only 20 years old. She's so tiny, so little girl. And when I was home, I did not tell anybody that I saw my ex. I didn't tell a soul. And we hung out for a few days or so. Didn't tell, I'm not even kidding, like one person knew. And that one person was where I told my mom I was at, you know, all the young 21. I was 20, just turned 22. No, I was 21. No, I was 22. And didn't tell a soul. Went on with my life. My sister got married. Didn't even, so my sister got married. At my sister's wedding, I had this like emotional breakdown. Literally, I was really drunk, but like, who wasn't at her wedding? I mean, it was the best wedding I've ever been to. She wasn't. She didn't even take a sip of anything. She was too busy talking to everybody. But you don't stop, baby. I don't know why I said baby. That was weird. I like didn't want to say it. Oh, no one. So yeah, I was at her wedding, really drunk, and I was like emotionally crying. Felt like God wanted me to come home. I felt all these different things. Like I was not in the right place, even though I loved Arizona. It was so bizarre. So I ended up like literally going back home, deciding I was going to move home. Told my boss, told my friends. Everything. It was like shocking. And I need to let Target know that I'm here. This is how bloggers do it, right? They just pretend like life's normal. So anyways, I let my boss know, and at the time I did have some sick family members and like a lot was going on, but like not enough in my opinion for like who I am to like really make me come home out of nowhere. One sec. I'm on my way. Okay, so they're gonna come, so they will like probably talk to me here for a second. Anyways, so I fly home, get everything ready. No, I drive home, I fly home, and then my dad comes in 2 weeks to get me. Well, 2 weeks, so the whole week, the week before my dad gets me, I felt like so bloated, and I felt like my period was going to come. And I kept texting my friend Maddie. I was like, Maddie, I feel like I'm going to start my period. I just still feel so bloated, but I'm like a few days late, blah, blah, blah. I thought nothing of it. I was like, I'm not. I already thought from like previous things that it was going to be really hard for me to get married or maybe that could still be true, but get pregnant. Just from some previous complication things that we don't need to get into. But, yeah, so I was like, there's no way. And so it had been a week. I was a week late, and I was like, okay. I mean, I've been late and weird before, but not like this bad. So I was like, Maddie, the night before I was with my friend, and I was like pretending to be pregnant, not because I thought I was, because I was so bloated. And there's a picture of me literally joking. I was drinking that whole week before, but I was really tired. Then the next day I'm like, okay, I texted my friend, like, I'm just gonna go take a test. Like, this is stupid. I'm not pregnant. So I drive to Walgreens, come back home, take a test, and literally just break down, run down my roommate's door. She was like passed out because she had worked so late the night before. I ran to my bar, I slammed the pregnancy test on the table. I was like, Maddie. And sure enough, we were like, oh shit. You don't even understand. Like, I've always wanted a kid, yes, but I never wanted or imagined it in that way. Another thing that was like made it super controversial, let's just be honest here. When I was like kind of seeing somebody else, this was not my best time. This was not my best time of my life. Arizona was the best year of my life, but I also made stupid decisions that don't recommend anybody to do. But I had been, seeing someone else. So there was just a lot of confusion of things, and I basically called, I called my mom and told her on her lunch break. I called my sister, she started breaking down crying. Some people are like, oh my gosh, this is so great. I had like no idea what was going on. I was 4 weeks along. I told his dad and everything, and it was just like, oh, here she comes to my Target thing. Hold on, we gotta pause this because it gets good. And then the thing that made me break down and cry was when I had to tell my dad, because he was flying in from Oregon to drive me back to Oregon in the car with me.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good.
You want that on the back or just with you?
There we go. Yeah, the back's good.
Perfect.
I thought it was like a window lock.
Oh, sorry, looks like it timed out. Can you hit the
Yeah,
corner
of course.
of the first corner?
Corner.
Right here? Over here, sorry.
Oh, this one?
I know it's really tiny. And then say I'll come later.
Oh, shoot. Okay,
Oh, you're fine.
I'll come later.
Sorry, our devices are timed out.
You're
I don't know
totally
if it's
fine.
done
What
or what. They're done.
What do I do now?
Go and hit the profile. And then say, tell us you're coming.
Oh, there we go.
And then on your way, done. And then I'm here.
Try that.
And then it should come back up. There we go. That's
Okay.
what we need.
Beep, beep.
Perfect. Have a good one.
Thanks, you too. Okay, so basically what happened was, so I go to pick my dad up. I'm like, I'm just going to wait to tell him until I get back to Arizona. I was like, did I really just think that I could make it all the way to Arizona on a car ride with my dad and not tell him I'm pregnant? No. Literally go to hug him. I started breaking down crying, and I was like, I'm not going to make this. And he's sitting in the car with me, like, in this moment, I'm in this driver's seat, and he's like, look at me, and I was like, I'm pregnant. And mind you, I come from a very religious family. Not like you're disowned, but if they had their way, I'm pretty sure if anyone had their way, it probably wouldn't be this way. And he was like, okay, it's okay. And he's like, I thought you were going to tell me you wanted to stay in Arizona and I was going to have to buy a plane ticket back, and he didn't want to do that. He was really good. And I was a mess. I thought I was like losing the baby all the time. I was really crampy. I'm a mentally anxious, just all the time kind of person. It was horrible. So, but anyways, I don't even know how I got on to this topic. And for those people who did not know, I'm sure people are so curious. That is the reason that I left Oregon, is because it was such a ongoing, since 2013, 2012, 2013, on and off relationship.
I was just so in love, and it just clearly I was not seeing, what I should have. And, sometimes you just so badly want something to work with someone. And I still to this day don't know if it was the idea of wanting it to work and making it work and then not being, because I still feel like would I be fulfilled? Because that kind of happened recently when I got back with his dad. It's a whole thing, and like I'm not like putting any, I don't want to like go into detail of that, but I did want to be honest because I have had people message me about this, not like it's any of their business, but because I talk about it openly. So if I do, I kind of open that can of worms anyways. But this feeling of like, I'm a very competitive, I am a persistent, I literally will not stop until I get something like very persistent, obsessive, and that sounds bad, but I just obsess over situations and they drive me insane because I just can't let things go. So I think there's a thing about relationships and these fine lines of the healthiness, because in the moment it feels like you're fighting for the right thing, but then if someone were to break it down and be like, okay, well, none of this makes sense, what are you actually trying to achieve? There's no signs that you've it's not there. You just want to make something out of nothing, kind of you want to make it work just because that's what it sounds like. That's how it should be, and that just isn't always going to work. And I was like that for a long time. Oh my gosh, guys, I literally have trauma. I will have to go to the therapist for a long time over trauma. I can feel pain. Of those moments when my exes weren't faithful or things like that, and just breaking down and feeling so worthless. And I get it. Freaking sucks. The obsessiveness over the person that they cheated on you with or things like that. And you're just like, why? What's better than them? Why am I not good enough? Still to this day, I struggle with this, and that is so hard. And I try to think for myself, you know what? Everything I went through, all the tears, the things my family went through to help me get through it, I know I am deserving of something much greater than what I've been through. And it doesn't make someone a bad person, it just doesn't make them the right person for me. And that is something I still have to live by constantly. I constantly doubt this. Nobody wants, to me, it's wouldn't it be great just to have a family with the person that you have a kid with? Yeah, 10 times easier. But at the same time, it's I just want to be in love, and I want to be someone's princess, and just to be told I love you. For so long, I've never been told that. And I've loved someone, and I have never been told that back in a way that it's actually meant something. So I think it's this is a complete 12-minute venting session, but I think it's just something to be really important and be said, because this is very raw and real, and it's not sugarcoating anything. I'm maybe keeping out things because of respect, but if somebody cheats on you, or if somebody just doesn't even show you, and you deserve to be loved, and you don't deserve to sit there and question if somebody loves you, even if they say they love you. I see my sister's marriage, and my brother-in-law just so happens to be the greatest guy on the planet, which makes the expectation so unrealistically high for me, because he is just a walking angel. He's amazing, and he loves my sister so much. I can feel it. I feel it. There's no doubt ever in her mind that he loves her. They might argue about something, but there's never any doubt. To argue with someone and not be afraid, are they going to break up with me? To argue with someone and feel that trust is so important. I lack that. I have trust issues. Another fun story. When I was I have really bad dating experience when I was younger. I went through a really bad phase, guys. I have been through a freaking lot. People wouldn't assume some of the stuff, but I have put myself through a lot of experiences that I shouldn't have and didn't need to go through. Went on a date once with someone, kind of, and he's like, yeah, I'll meet you there. I was 17, I think, and he's like, I'll meet you there. I got stuck in traffic or something. I was like, okay. He's like, just buy the tickets, I'll see you there for a movie. Go in, buy the freaking tickets, and he never shows up. Don't hear from him for 5 days. So you can see why I have trust issues. I have countless, and that's because I thought that, you know, putting your body out there, throwing yourself at someone like that is gonna get someone to love you, and that was my only option. And oh my God, like I look back at who I was 10, how old am I now? Not 15. Like it's bad. It's bad. It's not how you got. I still don't know how to get someone to love you, but I definitely know it is not that. So, you know, I think I definitely think I have some childhood stuff, which who doesn't? I mean, unless you're just like, I mean, honestly, who doesn't? But yeah, I don't know how much, hopefully you guys can hear this and it's not shaking too much. It probably is, but yeah, so I think it's just important for us to be open and honest about these experiences and how these things can like really be traumatizing. And also they said this great thing, and it's like, what if you're not crazy and you just made her feel that way? And that has spoke to me so much, because I'm really sensitive to like name calling and psychopath, crazy, insane, like that, like personally for me, like that hits deep from past trauma stuff. And I think it's true. I think that I genuinely believe people can make you feel crazy when really it's their own problems. Not saying you don't have problems, because oh my God, I have moments that I am so not proud of, that things that I have to really work on, especially in arguments and handling things with family members and relationships, but you're not crazy.
The rainbow, which I get, it looks like a rainbow. Well, I see. That's the rainbow. These are really nice cookies. Okay, these aren't going to you. But yeah, really cute. Can you go like this? Ready? Come to the camera and do it. Put your chin in here. Look up. Look up. On to the next thing. Luca, no.